Yeah, I'm cheesing. I'm cheesing. The reason I'm cheesing is because, you know, whenever this thing shows up on the replay, it always picks a crazy thumbnail, so I want to be smiling, at least when you see the picture when it comes back. Hey guys, welcome to the John Stevens Made It Through Monday live stream show. My name is John Stevens Jr. I'm right down here at the Ridge in French Lick, Indiana at my mama's. I come down to celebrate Mother's Day with her. I can see you guys all begin to trickle in. Mr. Westerfield jumped in there early. Michael Stevens with us. Michael Stevens, I've got a song for you guys. For the next hour, I'm going to be singing about 8 songs, just like always. 4 my songs, 4 songs, cover songs out there. A lot of you have requested my original songs and requested cover songs. We encourage you to do that again tonight. I'm going to let you know where I'm playing this week. Got some good news. Going to tell you also I'll give you some really good news about our album release event. I can't tell you till late. You got to stick around for that. All right. Super good news on that. Tell you where we are with the album. The album is mixed. It's in the mastering process right now. So I'll get you all caught up on that. Heike is out there. I see everybody coming into the daggone live stream. I appreciate that. Julie is pulling up your comments. Guys, do me one more favor tonight. Make sure, well, I got 2 more favors. Make sure to hit the like and the love button. All right, do that. And make sure tonight, put in hashtag survived. If you survived your Monday today, do me a favor, type hashtag survived. All right, we would love to see that if you survived. Now, if you didn't survive it, I guess you shouldn't put hashtag survive, but if you survived your Monday, we hope that that you will type that in there. We're going to be showing you where I'm going to be playing this week. We're going to be visiting with Julie right after our second song. Now, let me see real quick who else is out there. Becky Pettit, I got a song for you. Is that my buddy Bob Vitro up somewhere between Dayton and Mulberry? I usually jabber for about 3 minutes, which means I got 40 more seconds to go here. Have I covered everything? If you're watching, I do want to remind you, if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube or X, that's where we are broadcasting. And I see David Belcher. David Belcher, good to see you, my friend. Oh, I have to do this. I'm going to say hi, David. He's over there watching on YouTube. David, do me a favor over there on YouTube. Make sure and hit that hashtag survived. You survived your Monday. Glad to have you with us. Hey, we're going to start the show off with a song that Mindy Clayton Harrison. You girls with 3 names. I mean, it's hard enough to remember somebody's first name. Then you give me 3 of them. She requested this song. Little song off the new album. Aunt Teresa, make sure all your windows are closed out there so you get the best streaming performance and value for your dollar out there. And here's a song that I wrote about some characters I've never met. It's a title track on the new album. It's called Ready for Change. I left Albuquerque a little stoned and in a hurry with some Arizona Jack's beef jerky for the road. My co-pilot was Miss Shirley. She left her boyfriend bright and early to run away with me to chase something she never hoped. We hit that highway high and singing, the jealous kind of devil at the clip. 2 gypsy souls never felt like quitting all day long. Took a break, pulled off the shoulder with a panicked frown. She leaned in closer, said, I don't trust my heart, but I think that I'm in love. Oh, she tried to adjust my ways. She found out my heart is like an endless open range. It goes on and on forever. Every beat life just gets better. It's kinda like the weather, never stays the same. Settling down just ain't my forte. I say I love you on a good day. Won't be long till I'll be gone, ready for a change. By the time we reached El Paso, a 5th wild turkey had its lasso wrapped around the 2 of us with a stranglehold. A Motel 6 had just the answer. On that king-size bed, I asked her, would you mind if I bought a ticket for you back home? Her brown eyes began to twinkle, and then they both began to sprinkle. Soon a downpour washed her makeup off her face. She said, I should have known you're just a player, genuine first-class heartbreaker. Gotta get my things and I'll get on the way. She tried to adjust my ways, but she found out my heart is like an endless open range. It goes on and on forever. Every beat line just gets better. It's kinda like the weather never stays the same. Settling down just ain't my forte. I say I love you on a good day. Won't be long till I'll be gone, ready for a change. So I headed due south straight for Juarez, beef burrito and a big red. When I saw those cut-off jeans and cowgirl boots, I slowed down and popped the window. She leaned in with a crooked halo, said I could use a ride, can I jump inside with you? We were cruising carefree down the highway, singing Sinatra's I Did It My Way. But I could tell she had a fresh wound in her heart. She reached over across the console, grabbed my right thigh and wouldn't let go. That's when the words inside my head began to start. She's gonna try to adjust my ways. She'll find out my heart is like an endless open range. It goes on and on forever. Every beat line just gets better. It's kinda like the weather never stays the same. Settling down just ain't my forte. I say I love you on a good day. It won't be long till I'll be gone, ready for a change. Settling down just ain't my forte. I say I love you on a good day, but it won't be long till I'll be gone, ready for a change. The title track off the new album, Ready for a Change. Mindy Harrison, thank you so much for that request out there. Hey, I want to let you guys know out there, it's check-in and sharing time. Make sure you check in and let me know what city you're watching from. If you're watching out of the country, like we had Renee Dale Davis watching from the UK last week. But if you're out of the country, you're new with us, watching on X, watching on Facebook, watching on YouTube, or on the replay, make sure and check in. Let us know where you're watching from out there. I see Mr. Belcher. He said he survived over here on YouTube. I'm glad you did, my friend. And I'm going to jump in the chat real quick. Becky Pettit is out there. Man, you guys, I gotta hustle. I am so far behind. Becky Cummins checked in from Crawfordsville. Looky there. Sandra Saylor is with us, and that's a moving target. I appreciate that. Becky, Donna Davis, Chris Smith. I appreciate that. Hike is with us. John Thrasher, we haven't seen you for a minute, my friend. Good to see you. Gary Fig, we saw Friday night. Orpha Wine all the way up in South Haven, Michigan. There's our buddy Tim Nelson. Thanks, Tim. Good to see you out there. Aunt Teresa, what's she saying? She's having iced tea tonight, Larry. Oh, she usually is sipping on amaretto, Mom. My mom is my bantering partner over here. She's kind of kicked back on the couch. She has been busting it all day outside, working on beds and flowers. And I helped some yesterday, but I didn't do anything today. I had to get this show ready for you guys out there. So I'm kind of getting the side eye from Mom. She goes, you weren't much help today, were you? But hey, I come down for Mother's Day. We got a bunch of stuff done yesterday, didn't we, Mom? Got a lot done, she said. That's good. All right. So let's see. Becky Pettit saying hello out there. I appreciate that. Wait a minute. I got to check in here. It says listening from where? Dorchester Court in Chapel Hill before going to bed. Well, don't go to bed too early because I got one of your requests out here, Donna. Donna and Larry were at my show on Friday night at Vinny's Drive Bar in Indianapolis. So anyway, check-in and sharing time. If you guys have got that over, we can move on to the next part of the show. Make sure you guys have hit the like and the love button. This song is for Heike Russinger. She wanted to hear a little Garth Brooks, so I think I'll sneak that in for her. And after this song, stick around. Julie's going to visit with us. We haven't seen Julie yet. She's going to give us an update on Dancing Larry and Connie and the rest of the family. I'll make sure I got this where I need it. I used to do this song all the time during my shows. Come on, get where you belong. So I didn't even put any words up. We're going to find out if I still remember how it goes. Let's find out. No Garth Brooks too. Sometimes late at night, I lie awake and watch you dreaming. She's lost in peaceful sleep, so I turn out the lights and lay there in the dark. And then a thought crosses my mind. If I don't wake to see the morning, will she ever doubt the way I feel about her in my heart? So if tomorrow never comes, will she know how much I love her? Did I try in every way, show her every day she's my only one? When my time on earth's through, she must face this world without me. Is the love I gave her in the past gonna be enough to last if tomorrow never comes? And I've lost loved ones in my life who never knew how much I love them. Now I live with the regret that my true feelings for them never were revealed. So I made a promise to myself, each day I'd tell her I loved her, and avoid that circumstance where there's no second chance to tell her how I feel. Hey, if tomorrow never comes, will she know how much I love her? Did I try in every way to show her every day that she's my only one? And when my time on earth is through, she must face this world without me. Is the love I gave her in the past gonna be enough to last if tomorrow never comes? So tell that someone that you love just what you're dreaming of if tomorrow never comes. Heike, that is such a beautiful song out there, little Garth Brooks. I appreciate you requesting that one. I appreciate that so much. Hey guys, you know what? I'm going to check the chat real quick and try to catch up with y'all. You guys are doing a great job. Hey, if you see somebody new out there that is just joining us, or if you are somebody new, just raise your hand up and say, hey, this is my first time watching the John Stevens Jr. Made It Through Monday live stream show. We have a great welcoming community. We love each and every one of you that are here, but we would love to have more viewers, more listeners that tune in each and every Monday night. So make sure if you see somebody out there that you don't know, just say, hey, welcome to the John Stevens Jr. Made It Through Monday live stream show. We appreciate that. All right, I am way behind. David Maxwell, good to see you. He says, good job. Thank you, David. I appreciate it. There's my friend Mary Newland. Hi, Mary. She's saying hi out there to Orpha. That's a good thing. You all do. This is just the friendliest bunch out there. Y'all say hi to each other out there. Donna Sue. Hey, Donna, you've got it. She's checking in from Hazy, Wisconsin. Is it warm out there, Donna? It's is it warm here, Mom, today? It was warm. It wasn't hot, was it? No, not too bad. It wasn't too hot. She goes, you weren't outside enough to know. Yeah, that's probably true. That's probably true. Thank you, Valerie. She said beautiful. There's Mindy saying hi to Mark Smith, not to be confused with Chris Smith, like I usually do. So there's Larry and the Bourbon Boy and Tequila Girl. We're gonna have to make some t-shirts up for those guys out there, that's for sure. Kathy Van Cleve, how are you? Good to see you out there. She's saying hi to Chris. That's great. I'm looking for some new people out there. I think I said hi to Mark Smith. Mike Livingston. Mike, we hope that Tracy's doing well. Good to see you guys out there. And I'm going to Mr. Fig. We said hi to him. Brene Davis. Now, Brene sent me a message, said she might be late tonight, but there she is. One of my favorite girls. So I'm glad you enjoyed that one, Brene. All right. I'm seeing a lot of the same suspects, Mr. Nelson out there. Sandy Sailor, good to see you. Let's get on down here. Hey, before we go out down any farther, make sure that you've checked in. Make sure you hit that like and love button. Hey, let's toss it up right now. Let's go all the way up to Frankfurt. And our good friend, Julie Schultz-Corey's up there. And Julie, take it away for a few minutes and just say hello to everybody since we've been missing for the last couple of weeks.
Hi everybody, I'm back. Missed everybody, but definitely glad to be back. I just want to say thank you to everyone who sent all the well wishes and hugs and prayers for my dad, Larry Schultz, or Dancing Larry as he's affectionately known. He is doing much better. He's home. He might surprise some people at the local on Thursday. You might get to see him, but his new nickname will be either Listening Larry, Toe Tapping Larry, or maybe Slow Dancing Larry. But he's got to be very careful and has to ease his way back in. But again, we so appreciate all the support and the prayers that got us through the last couple weeks. We truly appreciate it. But on a happier note, hey, hope everybody got your tickets for the release party. So excited. Can't wait. New music, good time. Hopefully get to see a few people that I haven't seen before that's been on the Monday shows. And anyone around Brownsburg, come out and see us on Thursday. I'll be glad to be back at a show. Thanks, everyone. Throwing it back to you, John.
Hey, thanks, Julie. We are so glad to hear that Dancing Larry, your dad, is doing so much better, and Connie and everybody in the whole family. We kept them all in our prayers and our thoughts during this time, and I guess that means that Dancing Larry won't be bringing Old Red to the show. For those of you that come out to my shows and seen Dancing Larry work the dance floor, when he gets into high mode, he pulls out his red handkerchief and he goes to town. All the girls just go crazy over it. But I'll take it that Toe Tapping Larry will not be bringing Old Red this week. He might bring a white surrender flag, who knows? But Julie has already warned me too. Don't be pushing my dad to get out on the dance floor. So I will adhere to that suggestion for sure, at least for a while. Well, we got another song. This is a song that was off my Brown's Wonder album. We're going to be singing that song after a while, but now, the reason Mindy gets two requests tonight is because she requested a John Stevens Jr. song. I didn't get other requests except for Brown Wonder and this song, so I had to sneak this one in out there. So Mindy did get two requests. Mindy, you're bending the rules a little bit, but hey, if you guys want to put Mindy in her place, send me your request for John Stevens Jr. songs. If you don't request them like Mindy does, you're going to have to listen to the one she requests. So make sure whether it's a John Stevens Jr. song or it's a song you'd like me to cover, make sure and send me your request, because that's how I pick out my material to play for you guys, is from the songs that you request, unless it's Mindy's Taylor Swift request. But here's a song. Now, Mindy gave me a hard time, and I wanted to say on Ready for a Change that on the new album there really are only 3 country songs. I guess if you call Life is Easy While the Sun Goes Down, that's going to be our first single. That's kind of a Kenny Chesney, Uncle Cracker vibe, but I wouldn't call that. It might be like a new country feel. It is kind of new country, but it's not a country song. But Ready for a Change is going to be a country song. The Heavenly Opry, which, Mom, you're a co-writer on, you know that, is going to be on. You listened to that last night. It's pretty country, isn't it? And then, of course, for the first time in a long time, is a country song. It is so country. It's actually, I can't wait for y'all to hear it. It's like a 1960 Ray Price. I mean, we intentionally cut it that way. It sounds like the big strings, you remember the strings on For the Good Times, Don't Look So Sad. It's just got that vibe, which is perfect for that song. So I can't wait for you to hear that. But most of my new album doesn't have a lot of country on it, so maybe you country fans might be disappointed. But there's a little something for everybody out there. Right now, Mindy said, I've heard this song, listened on Spotify, and we're going to talk about Spotify and all my music here in a little bit online. But she goes, I've never heard you perform this song. Well, Mindy, I know this is hard to believe. This is a song about a girl I never met. God's honest truth, I wrote this song with Rick Stewart and Stan Webb, and it's the first time we got together, and I was the new kid in the block, so we're kind of kicking around. What do you want to write about? What's this? And I start doing this. Never played that chord in my life. I don't think I've ever used it in another song, but it's like a G7 with that suspended. I don't know music, but you put your pinky right there on the second string, third fret. But it's this chord. And Rick or Stan looking at me, what's that? And I said, I don't know. I'm just playing. And we decided we're going to write a song. So we wrote a song on the fly that afternoon. And Stan goes, after I played that, he goes, what is it? I don't know. First thing he said, he goes, that sounds like Fast Enough. That's the words that come out of his mouth. So that's how this song got started. So let me tell you a story about a girl I never met and her husband in this song that I never met. Ooh, wouldn't want to be any of these characters. You know, I was just minding my own damn business one night, Mom. She just kind of rolled her eyes at me. Lord, you know she looks so tempting. She was a country version of Paris Hilton. She had cut off shorts, black leather boots, and a tiny white top hiding half a tattoo. I tried to run as she danced up to me, but her angel blue eyes and left me weak in the knees. I ain't fast enough, man, I ain't fast enough. Well, I told her I had 2 left feet. Oh, but she just smiled and started pulling me. Out on the floor, grinding in the lights, all of her moves just a blowing my mind. I never thought I wouldn't have to try. I never expected such a big surprise. I ain't fast enough, man, I ain't fast enough. All my life I've been coming in second place. Lord, don't you think that it's time you let me win a race? I'm praying I'm fast enough. You know where this story's gonna go, don't you? 3 shots later, she was on my knee. Now there ain't no doubt where she was taking me. About that time, he busted through the door. 6'5", 304. She jumped up and left me on the stool. He said, she's my girl and you must be the stupid fool. Boy, you ain't fast enough. Boy, you ain't fast enough. All my life I've been coming in second place. Now, Lord, don't you think that it's time you let me win a I know she had a husband. She's the one to come up and start dancing with me. Praying I'm fast enough. I think I can beat him out the door though. I'm praying I'm fast enough. Mindy, thanks for requesting that song. Now you can say you have officially heard Fast Enough in person. Mr. Alfred, good to see you out there. Hey, he better late than never. That's right. Glad to have you with us. There is, as Mindy calls her, Good Betty. Bad Betty and Buzz were at my show Friday in on the west side of Indy. Hey, David Cook, glad to see you, my friend. He always says that. Bacon, he gets hungry when he watches the John Stevens Jr. Made It Through Monday live stream show. He says bacon and then he leaves us. Thanks for the bacon, Dave. All right. Bob Cruz, the first time I've seen you tonight down here in the French Liqueur. Good to see you. And there is Lisa. I'm not Lisa. Mindy, it's her sister. That's not the right song, but you got a feel for it. All right. There's Kim. I've got a request for Kim and Haji up in Frankfurt tonight before we get out of here. Said hi to David Maxwell. Let's see. David said something. What did he say? I requested 3 weeks ago. You want the request on him? Message or email? I just hit all your avenues. Well, Miss Becky, I'm going to give her, don't make me give you a nickname. I know, but you've got to request certain songs that the entertainer covers, and we'll get them worked in. She gave me a calendar. She gave me a countdown. There is your new music on a CD. David, the new music will be ready on June the 15th. And yes, CDs will be available at my shows. Like I said, we'll talk a little bit coming up here after this song, a little bit about our album release event and give you some news on that. But yeah, after that, on the 15th, CDs will be available at my shows. Yeah, might be able to request me to mail one to you too. But anyway, thanks for that. Becky, I promise I'll get to your request. Get a bunch of them, but I'll get to yours too. All right. I think it's time to check in last week's virtual tippers. I think where it is on my show right here. And last week, there they go across the line. I got virtual tips from the Monday, May the 6th show from Mark Smith down there in Stylesville. Sent $10 on his Venmo. Heike down in Speedway sent $10 using her Zelle. And Becky Pettit sent $10 using her Venmo. I appreciate when you guys take time. The world is changing out there. There's no way to put a $5 tip or $10 tip into your computer out there unless you leave it with a virtual tip. And that's what Mark and Heike and Becky, I couldn't remember who the third person was last week, but thank you guys for sending virtual tips, and I do appreciate that. And for those of you that would like to know how to do that, if you have a PayPal or a Venmo, all this information is in the description. If you have a Cash App, it's the ways of the world. Mom, you don't have any of that stuff yet, do you? But she knows how to use Amazon, don't you? She was so busy on Amazon. Well, they sent you two of the same thing, didn't they? But she's got uses for both of us. So she knows how to use Amazon. And if you know how to use Amazon, then you know how to use your credit or debit card. And you can go right there on the website at JohnStevensJrMusic.com. Look for the virtual tip jar. And if you'd like to say thank you with a virtual tip, just go to that page, follow the instructions, and say, hey, thanks, John. Thanks for bringing us these Made It Through Monday Night live streams. I do appreciate the support. All right, Julie, I'm going to look at my show notes. You know, some people say you should memorize them. I can't. I got to look and see where we are. So we said hi. We did our virtual tips options. Now it's time for a song. And then after this song, I'm going to talk about the album release of it. Super big news. Stick around after this song. And I'm going to pull up the comments again. You guys are doing a great job. Well, Larry, I tell you what, Amazon's going to be about the ways that Larry says too much Amazon. Well, there probably is, but there's going to be less and less places for you get anything before this world's over with. I got a feeling. So The old days of going down to the corner or going to even your Walmarts pretty soon. I can't believe how many people will order their stuff online at Walmart. And those people goes, I can't believe how many of y'all stand in line and check out your own stuff too, but that's a different story. We won't get going on that one. Hey, Joe Westling said hello from Brownsburg. Joe, good to have you with us out there. And you YouTube, Jenny Dalton over in Brownsburg. How are you? And there's my friend Faye up in Lafayette, is watching from the living room sofa. Make sure and put Lafayette in there, and I'll put that living room sofa in the comments next week. So it says after this song, my cheat sheet turned sideways. There it goes. All right. After this song, we're going to talk about the album release event. So here's one for Donna Davis. Remember this Brad Paisley song? La 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 la. Mom, do you remember this song, Whiskey Lullaby? It was written by la 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 Brad Paisley and Whispering Bill Anderson. She put him out like the burning end of a midnight cigarette. She broke his heart. Spent his whole life trying to forget. We watched him drink his pain away, a little at a time. He never could get drunk enough to get her off his mind until the night he put that bottle to his head and he pulled the trigger. He finally drank away her memory. Life is short, but this time it was bigger than the strength he had to get up off his knees. We found him with his face down in the pillow, with a note that said, I'll love you till I die. And when we buried him beneath the willows, the angels sang a whiskey lullaby. La 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 la. The rumors flew, but nobody knew how much she blamed herself for years and years. She tried to hide the whiskey on her breath. We watched her drink her pain away, a little at a time. But she never could get drunk enough to get him off her mind until the night she put that bottle to her head and pulled the trigger. She finally drank away his memory. Life is short, but this time it was bigger than the strength she had to get up off her knees. We found her with her face down in the pillow, picture clinging to for dear life. We laid her next to him beneath the willow, while the angels sang a whiskey lullaby. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Isn't that a gorgeous song until that last note that I have? Isn't that a beautiful song? Thank you for that request out there, Donna. I appreciate that. Hey, it says it's that time. It's that time that we talk about our album release event. Let me show you a picture. I have some news for you guys out there. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, and I did it again. But the Ready for the Change album release event, drum roll please. It is sold out. We have sold out. Now, if you really were wanting to come and there's a slight chance we can get a few more of you in, but we have sold out the event. I'm really excited about that. Y'all tried to tell me. I said, well, there'll be a few people come and show up, but I would have never dreamed that we'd have 100 people jump in line and come to the event. So I want to let you know the event is sold out, but there's a small little window that we can get a few more people in. So if you really were wanting to come, message me, get in touch with me, and in instant messenger or text me or something, and I will see what we can do. No promises because we just don't have much more room, but we might be able to sneak a few of you in. So if you would like to, I appreciate it. But one more time, the event is sold out. It's $30 a ticket. Now I just want to remind you, you have to have a ticket to get in. So it is a ticketed event. So you're not going to be able to show up the day of the event and get in. All right. So we got room for a few more of you, but just want to let you know it is a ticketed event, and we'll need to make sure that you're on our list to get into the show. So I want to let you know that. It's going to start at the Press Wick on June the 15th. And we might change that start time to open the doors, because I'm not sure we get y'all in there and get everything done we need to at 6 o'clock, but we'll get that messaging changed if we need to. That's something I wanted to talk with everybody about. I have a great team of people that are helping me put this together. As you know, there's no way that I could have done something like this by myself. I had Mindy and DJ Harrison approach me and said, hey, would you like to do it? And I'm thinking, man, this is too much. So we've got a bunch of people. Julie is helping. Brene is helping. Beth Mitchell is helping. Larry White's helping. See, I get the naming names. I'm going to leave somebody out. I don't want to do that till we get like official. But we have a large team of people. There's people helping with videos. There's people helping with content. There's people helping with artwork. There's just a bunch of people that are making this thing possible. So I thank each and every one of you out there. We will get a list together of all those helpers, and we probably will need some more help before it's all over with. So don't be surprised if somebody reaches out to you and says, hey, we could use an extra volunteer to do something like this on that event night. So I do appreciate that. So we'll get more details on that. But again, if you are interested, there's a handful of seats that we might be able to squeeze you into. So let me know. But I'm really excited that we did sell out that event. I'm super excited about that. All right, now it says it's check-in time. So I'm going to go over here, Julie, to my banners and look at my virtual check. Because last week, as you know, I was not at the Davisdale Kitchen. Like I'm not there tonight. And we had Brenda and Brene went over to see Brene's daughter, Brandy, over in England, in the UK. And as you can see, Brene Davis checked in. She says, checking in from Milton Keynes. I looked it up. It's Keynes with a Z. You say it with a Z. In the UK. And she goes, not sure how long I can stay awake. It's 12:30 a.m. last week when she checked in. But she hung with us for a while. I'm not sure exactly how long she was able to. But thank you so much for making us have an international checker in her last week. I appreciate that, Brene. I know you had a good time. She messaged me at one point and said it's going to be hard saying goodbye. So anyway, I'm sure that it was difficult when you don't get to see your loved ones, your own daughter, as much as you'd like to, and you have to leave them. But glad you got to go over and visit. So that's pretty awesome. And let's stop that. And then last week, we always ask you, there's still time. If you haven't done it yet, let us know where you're watching from. If you just joined us since the beginning of this, we ask you to check in. So if you just joined us halfway through this show or you're watching on the replay, let us know where you're watching. We have people all over the United States watching. Last week, we had people check in. My fraternity brother, Mr. T. Fuquay, checked in from Cadillac, Michigan. Jamie Hurt, our friend, checked in all the way down in Sarasota, Florida, along with Orpha Wyatt. She said, I'm watching from South Haven, Michigan. That's awesome. Jean Brewer Bear She was in Ocala, Florida at the campground watching the John Stevens Made Through Monday. Our friend, we got a lot of people watching in Florida. Ruthie Russell was watching down from Florida. The Salt Gal checking in from Saltville, Virginia. And here's my favorite comment of the week. I told David this. David Belcher, he said, "Good evening from Eugene, Oregon, everyone. I hope your Monday is off to a good start. It's about to be better for the next hour." Now, is that an amazing check-in? David, thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. So I'm going to stop them. Julie, for those of you in Indiana, we ask that you guys check in. Now, we know that we don't put your names up there, but we put your unique check-in. So as I start this song, Julie's going to start the chain of all your names I scraped out of the chat last week. So if you're from Indiana and would like to see your names like the names going across right now, watch this. There they go. You can see your check-in. If you would like to have your check-in next week go across there, all you have to do is make sure and put a city that you're watching from. We'll put the craziest things. You ought to read some of those as they go. But there's some crazy check-ins out there. So with that being said, we're going to do a song. We sang Whiskey Lullaby. That's going. It's Brown Wonders time. All right. You got to watch me. Sometimes I skip over my notes. Julie sometimes, John, you skip number 4, number 5. I didn't skip it yet. I stuttered a little bit. But I didn't skip it. Michael Stevens has been asking for this one. Aunt Therese has been asking for this one. Little store song called Brown's Wonder. Hey, let's all go down to Brown's Wonder where there's water for your soul. Hey, what do you say? Let's bring our forgiveness and a prayer we need to pray. Brown's Wonder's where I worship every Sunday that I can. I always do my best to shake the preacher's hand. Leave the parking lot with angels all around, but I hear the devil whisper when the sun starts going down. So hey, let's all go down to Brown's Wonder where there's water for your soul. Hey, what do you say? Let's bring our own forgiveness and a prayer we need to pray. Now, Grandpa always told me, learn to fear the Lord. There's power in His Word. There's power in the blood, and His Word cuts like a sword. Seek the Father's will, stand back and let Him lead. But desires and ambitions seem to get the best of me. So hey, let's all go down to Brown's Wonder where there's water for your soul. Hey, what do you say? Let's bring our own forgiveness and a prayer we need to pray. Hallelujah, remember one another today. Hallelujah, let's pray for one another today. Hey, we learn to hide our sins in the corners of our mind, behind our biggest fears that come out from time to time. No one else can tell till they look us in the eye, where the windows to our soul show a well that's running dry. So hey, let's all go down to Brown's Wonder where there's water for your soul. Hey, what do you say? Let's bring our own forgiveness and a prayer we need to pray. And pray, and pray, and pray, and pray, and pray. Another one of those songs that just landed. You heard that story, how that song happened. Do you remember it, Mom? You don't? Well, see, I'm going to tell it again from my mom. I was headed to a show with the old Swizzle Stick down in Greencastle. And you know how I do when I'm trying to get out the door, looking for my keys, looking for this, looking for that. And all of a sudden I heard this. I didn't hear an audible thing, but I heard that, hey, 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 let's all go down to Brown's, wonder where there's water for you. Wasn't even thinking about Brown's Wonder. I don't know where that came from, but it landed. So I went over back, sat down at the kitchen table where I was living there in Crawfordsville, me and Chrissy, and got out my phone and played that. Hey, 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 let's all go down to Brown's, wonder where there's water for your soul. And then I went to my show. But that's where that song landed. So sometimes Mom gets song ideas and they land on her and she sends them to me too. And she got the Heavenly Opera idea, which if you come to that album release event, we're going to tell that story about how Mom come up with Ladies and Gentlemen, Here Comes Charlie, right? So we're looking forward to that. But that's the story on that one, Mom. It just was... I guess you're just supposed to be listening, and when it lands, you're supposed to grab a hold of it, right?
Don't let it go.
Don't let it go. You better honor it when you hear it. You got to go write it down. I told Mom for years, write that down. Sing it the way you hear it. Put it on your phone. All right. Going to say hi to the chat real quick, and then I'm going to let you know where I'm going to be playing this week. Aunt Teresa says, pray and pray and pray. That's right. That's right. Thank you, Michael Stevens, for that request today, Aunt Teresa. I appreciate that. Steve Franklin, hey there, brother, won't you play me another? We got a lot of Kappa Sings coming in. We had T in here last week. Steve Good joins us. Of course, Alfie's always out there. Steve Franklin, good to have you with us. Appreciate that, brother. Good to see you. Got our big canoe trip coming up here in a couple of weeks. Dawn Brown, I don't think I've said hi to Dawn. And I definitely have not said hi to Lisa Berry. Lisa was at my show. Heard Tony likes to help carry my stuff out, but he's like he always pulls his union card on me and says, John, you got to pay me union wages for me to carry stuff out. Not really. Tony helped carry stuff out without charging me a union wage. Can you believe that? Good to see you guys at Vinny's Drive Bar on the west side. All right, so Faye's out there. Cindy Adamson, there's our Chicago from. Hi, everyone. You also go out there and say hi to Cindy. And one more that she's watching from Chicago. Better late than never. That's right, Cindy. We are so glad that you take time to join us and very glad that you take time to check in from Chicago. Y'all go say hi to Cindy out there. She's like Alfie, better late than never. Appreciate having you. And Jean Brewer Bear, I saw what you did. Gene hit my virtual tip jar. Thank you so much, Gene. I appreciate that. I get a little notification on some of them out there, and you did that. I do appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, another housekeeping right here. See this lady right here? And I saw her in the chat. You see that? It says Mings Lena. Attention, everybody in the chat. Her name is Lena. Do not call her Mings. How would you like to? I wouldn't like it if y'all called me Stevens. Hey, Stevens. It's Lena Ming. And Lena, I saw her put in the chat last week. We've been trying to say that for a long time, haven't we, Lena? So Lena goes, my name is Lena Ming. So everybody do me a favor. Make sure and say hi to Cindy Adamson in Chicago, which looks like Julie just did. And make sure that you say hi to Lena Mings, not Mings Leonard. That's just the way her name got entered in her Facebook account. She's sweet Lena. Okay, that was a housekeeping thing I wanted to take care of, and when I saw Lena's name, that come to mind. So there's Cindy out there. Say hi to Cindy and say hi to Lena Mings. And she said, stop calling me Mings. Call me Lena. All right. Did I make that point clear, Mom?
Sounded like it.
Yeah. She goes, that's enough. It sounded like it. All right. Where am I going to be this week? I think I put these in. I don't know. Here is my schedule this week. Tonight we're doing our live stream show. We're going to be at the locale on Thursday and in Beach Grove. So Thursday night we're going to head to the locale, and Julie said Dancing Larry may be there. So that's worth coming if Dancing Larry's going to be there. But don't push it. Just toe tapping Larry. Toe tapping, sing along. Julie, can he do it like a chair dance maybe? You know, not to be.
Might be able to do a slow dance.
Oh, I heard you. I heard you. He might be able to do a slow dance too. Okay, which is fine. We'll find out what is that. That is at the 4950. We'll see if we got the echo with that. Just curious if we did, but Julie said he might be able to do a slow dance. We'll see. But hope to see you guys Thursday night at the locale. And then on Saturday night, I will be at the Beach Grove Moose down there in Alfie territory. I don't know if you can make it, you and Mindy. We missed Mindy last time I was on that side of town, Alfie. So I hope you guys can make it down to the Beach Grove Moose. That is an open to the public event. So would love to see all my Southside friends. Come on out. It's going to be a good. I'm getting messages from Dane right now. I'm going to have to get back to him later. We're doing a live show, aren't we? We're going to have to do it. So anyway, with that said, those are the shows this week. Now I got to do a song for my friend Becky Pettit. Becky also hit my virtual tip jar last week. Becky, thank you. She's been doing that, and I sure appreciate it. So I figured if Becky's going to hit my virtual tip jar, I should play one of her requests. Don't y'all think that's a good way of doing it? I think so. And look what I did. I forgot to put up tonight's set list. But as you can see, we're at song number 6, When the Sun Goes Down. You can see what's coming up. We got a little You Deserve What I Got off my very first album, and you got Sweet Caroline coming at you too. So with that being said, let's do one for Becky Pettit. I call her Becky down the street, right from the Davisdale kitchen in Lebanon, Indiana. A little Kenny Chesney for you. Suntan toes tickling the sand, cold drink gin in my right hand, watching you sleep in the evening light, resting up for a long, long night. 'Cause when the sun goes down, we'll be grooving. When the sun goes down, we'll be feeling alright. When the sun sinks down over the water, everything gets hotter when the sun goes down. All day long, just taking it easy, laying in a hammock where it's nice and breezy, and sleeping off the night before. 'Cause when the sun goes down, we'll be back for more. Hey, when the sun goes down, we'll be grooving. When the sun goes down, be feeling alright. When the sun sinks down over the water, everything gets hotter when the sun goes down. I love this song too, Becky. I think we ought to throw it in the show. I ought to take time to memorize that. This would be a great first set song, don't you think? As that old sunshine's going down. Consider it done. This old guitar and the dark sunglasses, this sweet concoction is smooth as molasses. Nothing to do but breathe all day until the big moon rises and it's time to play. Hey, when the sun goes down, we'll be grooving. When the sun goes down, be feeling alright. When the sun sinks down over the water, everything gets hotter when the sun goes down. Everything gets hotter when the sun goes down. Alrighty, thank you for that request out there, Becky. I do appreciate it. Let me look in the chat real quick. We got 2 more songs to go, and I know Michael Stevens and Larry Davis is going to be over. They're going to be saying we are in John Stevens Jr. overtime. It won't be too much over. Hi, Lori Thompson. She says anything Chesney is tops. All right, glad you like that one. All right, let's get on to the next song. I think I've said hi just to everybody that I'm seeing in here. So I appreciate that. Another Kenny song. Yeah, you're a big Kenny song fan, aren't you, Lisa? I appreciate that. Wait a minute. I need to log off. My pup is panicking. Something to set off. Oh, give your pup a big hug, Heike. Thanks for joining us tonight. Thank you for your request of if tomorrow never comes. Send me some more. Send me some more. Oh, my mom said something. What did you say, Mom? Oh, she said, Brene Dale Davis, lots of flowers planted and a great dinner and beautiful Mandiva vine. Oh, that sounds like something I did, didn't it? Oh, she was talking about it. Yeah. We got it planted too, didn't we, Mom? We got planted. We had Mom's, one of Mom's favorites. She likes a lot of things. She likes like fresh shrimp cocktails. So got some frozen shrimp and we cooked it right up. And perfect way to do it, 5.5 minutes. All you do is take it straight out of the freezer, put it in salted boiling water, put a lid on it, stir it, put a lid on it, shut the heat off for 5 minutes, take the lid off, give it another stir for another 30 seconds, and then you put it in an ice bath. Perfect raw shrimp, fresh shrimp cocktail every time. That's our method. Although tonight we're doing like jumbo colossal shrimp, aren't we? We're doing it 2 nights in a row, so it might take closer to 6 months. We'll find out. We'll let you know how it goes. Here's a song. This was one of Mom's favorite songs off my very first album. You remember what it was, Mom?
Yeah, you deserve it.
See, I didn't have to tell her. She goes, yeah, you deserve what I got. You're right. I took you back one too many times. Trust in your heart, I believed every line. That was my fault. I should have known, now you are. So here's wishing you nothing but the best. Hope you find someone who brings you happiness. There's no doubt in my mind, you deserve what I got. You deserve what I got. Tears in your eyes and a broken heart. Sleepless days and nights asking what went wrong. Watching your world fall apart. Yeah, you deserve an old memory, stalking your mind with every thought. 'Cause I didn't earn what you given me. So you deserve what I got. I try to hide this hurt on my face. There's an ache in my heart, finds a permanent place. There's no getting over you. You're a bridge I can't cross. So the next time someone says their heart's true, I'll do my best not to think about you, all the faith and love I've lost. You deserve what I got. Hey, you deserve what I got. Tears in your eyes and a broken heart. Sleepless days and nights asking what went wrong. Watching the world fall apart. Yeah, you deserve an old memory, stalking your mind with every thought. 'Cause I didn't earn what you given me. So you deserve what I got. Wish I could give back all you given me. So you deserve what I got. Still one of my mama's favorites out there. You deserve what I got. Hey, we don't have any birthdays this week, but I know coming up this week, in the future week, we'll sing happy birthday. Mary Newland's got a birthday coming up, I think Thursday. So we'll be singing happy birthday to her next week. And we got time to do one more song. We are in John Stevens Jr. overtime, but I appreciate all of you who took your time to hang with us tonight. And love all the comments out there. Yay, thank you, Lori. She goes, good lyrics. Thank you. I'm glad you like that song. Thank you, Aunt Teresa. She said, good song to a great song. I like both those comments. Thank y'all. I appreciate that. That one is off my very first album, From Both Sides of My Heart. There's some sad songs on that album like that one, and there's some happy songs too. So I guess hence the being why they call it Both Sides of My Heart. Did you ever have that thought before, Mom?
Mm-mm.
No? Makes sense now, doesn't it?
Kind of.
Kind of. But, you know, I gotta keep working. Gotta keep working. So everybody understands what I'm thinking, what I mean. Guys, let's do one more song, a little Sweet Caroline. I don't know, I haven't seen Mr. Mark Schmidt out there in the chat, but he always gives us a good bump bump. Here's one for Kim Feeney up there. Do me a favor. When we get to that chorus, I want you to go bump, 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 all right? Hey, where we begin. Type her in the chat, bump, bump, bump. Who'd have believed we'd known? But now we know it's growing strong. Was in the spring, bam, bam, bam. Spring became the summer. Who'd have believed that you'd come along? Hands, touching hands, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Sweet Caroline, bump, bump, bump. Good times never seem so good. So good. I've been inclined, bump, 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 to believe they never would. You see what Julie's doing out there? She's having fun with the buttons out there, tapping little bump, bump, bump. You join Julie out there when it comes to that part in the song. I want you just like Mike Westerfield did there and Mary Newland does, bump, bump, bump. When we get there this time, let's do it one more time. And when it hurts, bum, ba-dum, bum, that hurt rolls off my shoulder. Who'd believe that it was you? So warm, touching warm, reaching out. Here come them bump, bump, bumps, touching me, touching you. Sweet Caroline, bump, bump, bump. Good times never seem so good.
So good.
There it is. I've been inclined, bump, 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 to believe they never would. I don't know if you could hear my mama singing so good, but she didn't do three of them. She just did so good one time. Let's do it one more time. Hey, Mom, can you do three so good, so goods? You can, all right? Sweet Caroline, bump, bump, bump. Good times never seem so good.
So good. So good. So good.
That was three. I've been inclined, bump, 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 to believe they never would. Hey guys, thanks for jumping in the chat. Thanks for joining me for another Made It Through Monday live stream show. I appreciate that. So good, so good. Sweet Caroline. Mr. Bomb himself would be proud of all you guys out there. Thank you again for joining us. I know I've kept you a little bit extra tonight, so I'm going to dismount very quickly. Make sure and share this video with your friends. Share it in a group that you belong to, and invite somebody new next week. And more importantly, hope to see you next Monday night. Have a great week. Send me your request, and hope you survive the rest of your Monday night. You know what time it is now, don't you? Turn out the lights. Party's over. They say that all good things must end. Turn out the lights. The party's over. We'll see you down the road next Monday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and we'll do it all again. Say goodnight, John boy. Guess what? I'm going to cook Mama some colossal fresh shrimp cocktails. So we hope you guys enjoy your Monday. We haven't eaten yet. It's 8:37, Mama. We got to get started on that, don't we? She's getting parched over here. So, guys, thank you so much. Becky, thanks for joining us. Larry Davis, thank you for joining us. Michael Stevens, thank you for joining us out there. Larry, Brene, Becky, thank you, guys. I'm going to let y'all go real quick. See you next week. Bye, everybody.